Waiting. I'm waiting for people to come. I have written my response. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I wrote my letter, by God. I'm going to give it to them. Not really. It's a pretty nice letter. Just want to share it with you, though. After I read this a little more calmly, it specifically says here, Fort Wayne, it just galls me because all y'all know I turned that in. You know I did. More specifically, you were requested to provide to Fort Wayne Housing Authority items that were needed to determine your eligibility for the program. You failed to return the requested items. That reminds me of Green Arrow. You have failed this city. Bitches. Okay, so Fort Wayne Housing Authority requires families seeking assistance to supply any requested documents or information. Your failure to act is in violation of your family obligations. Ugh. As a result, you are being removed from the waiting list. No, I'm not. No. Okay, so if you disagree with this determination, you may either submit the required documentation by May 9th or contest this decision and request an informal hearing. Well, I'm doing both. I'm giving them what they want. I'm reminding them that they had it already. And I'm asking for a hearing because I want that woman to go down. She cannot look me in the face and tell me she didn't get that information when I handed it to her directly. And whoever was number 5 or 6 can vouch for me because they witnessed it. Okay, so here's my response. I said, your letter, referencing your letter dated April 24th, 2019, required documentation and a removal from waiting list, request for hearing and review. Dear Fort Wayne Housing Authority, on the day of the meeting, April 1st, 2019, the lady that conducted the meeting, whose name I do not know, had long gray hair and was also my intake person, accepted the documentation from me that you are asking for. My number was number 2 at the meeting. After going through and copying my information, she asked for my savings statement, which I did not have at the moment she asked for. I had given my checking account statement, though. All other requested information was provided, including substantiation for preference for veteran status, disability status, victim of domestic violence, was all in the packet of information I turned in. While checking my status on your website the other day, I noticed those 3 boxes were not checked. So I updated my app to include them, all of which you already have the substantiating information for in my file. My driver's license has a veteran certification stamp on it, and you have a copy of the front and back of that for your records to prove I'm a veteran. After she gave me the paper saying I needed my savings statement, I asked if I could run to PNC Bank real quick to have them printed out. She agreed. I went directly to the South Anthony branch and the teller printed it out for me. I returned within 15 minutes and handed the savings statement from my PNC out for me. I said that wrong. PNC's printed out for me directly to her and specifically asked if we were good with everything she needed. She responded yes. I asked if I would have a green sticker on my file now. She responded yes. Because she was in the middle of another interview, likely number 5 or 6, she did not make a copy, and I just gave her the original printout from the bank. It showed my savings statement balance to be 1 cent. Check number 5 or number 6's file. It may have gotten misplaced in their folders. Enclosed, please find my statement for the savings account I just printed off from my bank account site. I reject that it was not received when asked for and would appreciate an apology from the person who took the info and did not note it or put it in my file. I hereby request an immediate review and that I immediately be put back on the waiting list in the original order I am entitled to, and not to the back of the list, as someone who provided you the information that you asked for the same day and while the meeting was still underway. I should have had a green sticker on my folder, and by no fault of my own, it was omitted. Again, the lady who was my intake person is the same lady that conducted the meeting that day. She has long gray hair. So I did the request form for a hearing. Here's the items missing form. This is a copy of what she gave me that day. And that's her name down here. So I put, I gave it to her directly. And for what they said here, I said, you already have this. And then, there's my saving statement from PNC Bank, showing the balance to be one, can you see it? 1 penny. And then they included a domestic violence reporting form. And so, I filled that out. And it's asking me, in your own words, briefly describe the incident. Beaten by husband. We were married at the time. All paperwork to substantiate was submitted on April 1st with original application domestic violence. I gave them everything they're already asking for, and they have it in my file. And that's, I think, a very nice letter under the circumstances. What do y'all think? You think I was being mean? I don't. Anybody there? So here it is, and they're going to be open Monday, and I'm just going to go and I'm going to hand it to them. But I got to put this in this envelope while I'm waiting in big letters, so I won't. And I'm going to scan all this in my computer, so I'll have that I gave it to them. So what y'all think about that? Anybody? Got 6 people here. Nobody's talking. It's the top chat. I'm not seeing all chat. Live chat. Hey, Fran. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to give them the letter first thing Monday. First thing Monday. I'm not going to send it to a P.O. box. I'm going to take it to them, and I'm going to get a receipt for that paperwork right there, right then, period. Because now it says I'm being removed from, she said anybody that didn't give all the information needed, if they have to ask you again, you go to the back of the list. Well, no, you're not going to put me in the back of a list that I gave you everything you asked for that day. Handed it directly to her. I refuse. I reject going back to the back of the list. So anyway, that's my rebuttal to them. I think it was reasonably worded, but I told you I had a letter to write. I wrote the letter, and that's the way that is. I think it got derailed by the lady with the gray hair. Well, they had a whole team of people copying all the paperwork. Let me show you. Like, this is the paperwork I turned in, and like, just for instance, like all of this. Court paperwork. Talks about how he beat me. Everything they needed to do. Marriage gone. Him being locked up for it. What else we got here? Him restraining order saying what he did to me. On April 2nd, 1999, ain't that something? 10 years later, they're asking for paperwork for this. So they have all of that. Confidential form. Superior Court. They have all that. And this is that he got served with this in lockup. And now they asking me for what happened? Give me a fucking break. What the hell? Read what the hell I gave you. I gave him everything. Every fucking thing. Excuse me. I gave them everything they wanted. And then some. I mean, they didn't need to have all that information. I gave them some really, really super, super personal information. A lot more than they needed. And now they writing me, asking me about what happened. What was your name then? Or who was the perpetrator? Hell, you got his freaking arrest warrant. You got his protective order. You got the court documents. What the hell else you want? Maybe she needs to eat more greens. Maybe I need to take a Valium. You know, it's just, hell, I got half my damn house packed up. I'm ready to sit on go, waiting for this. I'm like, and then this hits me. And it's like, I'm looking around the house and all I see is boxes and things. I've still left some things out for, you know, that I still use. And so now it's going to be another 2 months or so, at least, or 3. Or, I mean, I was sitting on go, this letter should have been the green light for the next meeting right now. Right now. And because of one slack ass. See, these people frick with your life. They tell you what you got to do and how you've neglected your duty. What about them? They're neglected their duty. They put my well-being at stake here. Think of the people that don't have a nice place to stay right now, like in my apartment. Think of those people that don't have that, and they jerk these people around like they just did me. I mean, I can take it. I'm just pissed off. But think of what they're doing to other people when they do crap like this because they're just sloppy with the paperwork. Think of that. I mean, I'm tough. I can take it. But damn it, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get out of here. I mean, I just got my damn electric bill, $101.21. That $101 I could be using for getting ready to move or moving. Because I figured it out. I mean, once I get over there, not only am I going to have, got to pay for the truck, and that's good. That's got that. I still have to pay rent here until I can move over there. And they want the rent on the 1st, and I don't get paid till the 3rd, so I got to have that rent ahead. I can't catch that ahead. It'll work out. But damn, this is really disappointing. But anyway, that's my letter. That's my response to them. And I requested a hearing immediately. I will take it to their office, get a receipt for this paperwork first thing Monday morning, and that'll be. I think I'll even film it while I'm doing it. So anyway, that's all about that. Anybody else got anything to say? Come on, no input? Can't believe that. Anyway, thanks, Fran, for dropping in, and whoever the other 4 are. Unusual y'all ain't talking to me. But anyhow, there's a delay too, so. Okay, all right. So that's their letter to me and my letter to them. So Monday morning, here I come. Oh my God, now I got 7 people. Anybody, and nobody's saying nothing. Except for Fran. Come on, I need some support. Tell me I'm right to be mad. Justify my anger on their rude language about how I failed my city. Your failure to act is in violation of your failure to act. Your failure to file what I fucking act. Oh, I'm so mad. I am so mad. And I would highlight all what they said in strong words, except I've already packed up my damn highlighters. Hey, Mary Cat, you're not late. Don't apologize for nothing. Oh, so anyway. Yeah, I am. Let's see. I failed to return. I did not. Violating my family obligations. Oh, really? Oh, really? And when I get to that hearing, I'm going to say, apologize. Apologize for telling me what a failure I am and how I failed my obligations when it's you that failed your bleepity, bleepity, bleep, 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 bleep obligations and put my well-being at risk. You terrible, horrible. I don't know who thought up the words for this letter, but I'm going to throw it back in their face with vinegar and kerosene. You watch me. I fail. I don't fail, goddamn. Oh, excuse me, Lord. I'm so sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. I don't fail. I do not fail. I cross my T's. I dot my I's. I am, just because I'm disabled and in the situation I am does not mean I'm not educated. I'm not of the way of the world, that I don't know what the heck I'm doing. $44 years. 44 years of administrative paperwork, push button, auditing, everything else, finance is what I've done. 44 years. Wow. Since I was 17 years old in the Coast Guard. I failed. Consider the source. Man, I tell you, this is a government letter. I mean, it's come from a local source, but this is a government letter. Can you see? Can you read it? I wish it would focus. You have failed. There are not enough apartments for the current need. It's true. That's because everybody that lives in the fancy schmancy neighborhoods where we want to build affordable housing, because everybody blends in, Oh no, not in my backyard. They call that NIMBY. Not in my backyard. No, that makes my property values go down, which is a lie. That's a myth. That's not true. Because let's talk about this while I'm here and we're doing it live. What happens when Kathy goes on public housing? Well, Kathy pays less rent. Kathy can now not have to ask anybody for any help. You're welcome. I can take care of my own things. I can buy my own things that I need. I can maybe even put money in the bank. But what I can also do is I have more money to spend in my community. I'll be supporting my local businesses more. I'll be paying local taxes more. I'll be paying more retail tax. I'll be paying more federal tax. And why does that make your property values go down again? Why does me paying more taxes make your home value diminish? Or is it that you just don't want black, brown, poor folks living in your neighborhood? I tell you why, the people that are squawking the most about that have credit card debt to where they're barely getting by, except for they're strapped to their home. They can't get out of it because they're upside down. Those are the ones squawk, and they don't want their property value going down. But here, just when the tax assessment was done here in Fort Wayne last month, now people are squawking about, why are you assessing my things so high? Why are my property taxes going up? Well, Indiana has a property tax cap of 1%. Your tax will never be more than 1% of the value of your home. My license plates for my car are $110. You know the value of my car is $500. I'm paying 25% tax on the value of my car just to drive to Walmart and the grocery store and back, and doctor's appointments. So I'm paying more taxes in my situation than they're paying in their situation. And they want to gripe because somebody wants to build an affordable housing complex near them and have it mixed use where people can work from home if they want to, since they're disabled and whatever. If they can work from home. Oh no, the invasion of the wheelchairs. Oh my God, the invasion of the wheelchairs. What in the hell are we going to do with that in my neighborhood? You can't do that. Make everything just go nuts. You see how it is? Do you see how it is? But what's going to happen when Kathy gets into public housing is, I have to tell you, it's going to be a real humble experience. Hey, Mary Cat. I know what you meant. But it's going to be humbling. And you would not believe the disappointment in my brother's voice when I told him I'd be moving and where I'm wanting to move to. And that they were going to, I wasn't going to have to pay as much rent. But if if your health, requires you to go to a place where with pull cords in the bathrooms and locked doors and secure, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But it's public housing. Ew. He didn't mind it when I took him in when he was homeless twice. And because that one addition to my household made us qualify for food stamps then. We didn't before, but when he came, it qualified. So basically, we're getting food stamps since he was there. He didn't mind eating that food. He didn't mind eating that food both times. And he was at my house one time for like 5 months and another time for about 6 months. What's your take on Tom Henry admin loving the luxury condo takeover of downtown? Here's what I think about that. I don't know who you are, but yeah, I know you're local. So hey, okay. So here's what I think. I think any development in any town that takes public-private partnerships to make happen. Anytime public money is used, anytime public money is used for any development project, they must be required to accept housing choice vouchers to live there. If they take any public money, you got to take public housing vouchers. That's what I think. Hey, Francie. So that's what I think. What's my plan, Francie? You'll have to. My plan is to write them a letter back and tell them what an idiot they are, that they already have it, give it to them again, and then point out the woman that took it and ask for a hearing so I can look her in the face and say, slacky. Anyway, so that's what I think. I think any city, any town, any state that does this public-private partnership for luxury condos and whatever else development downtown to improve they have got to be required to take housing choice voucher programs and include affordable housing in that mix. That's what I think. And if I had been elected on 2015 for city council, I would have made that happen. You bet you. But that ship sailed, and I'm too broken now to surf. So there. Oh my God, I don't know how you found me, since you're local. I don't know how you found me, but all the people that I know in the political realm that I love them all, respect them all. John Crawford, I love him to pieces. Tom Freistoffer, love him. Tom Didier, I adore him. I have Republican friends. Bill Bean, I love Bill Bean. He's a good man. And, I'm so glad they don't know about this channel. And don't you dare tell them. Because then they know more personal stuff. But, let's see. Oh, my God. Really? What? You looked up Fort Wayne. Here we are. Never, we're anonymous too. You're anonymous too? Oh, okay. I see what you say. We might want to know who you are, but we can't. Well, good to have a local on. Subscribe. Hit that little notification bell thing. I'll talk about Fort Wayne a lot. Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. I live in the 6th district. You know that horrible place in 6th district. You know where all that crime happens? Oh, Lord. Well, Cordell Hughes stabbed his mom 3 doors down from me. Yes, he did. 3 doors. Ain't that something? We don't hear much about Cordell Hughes anymore when his hearings are and stuff like that. That man should go down. Your main goal now should be to get back on the waiting list. Yes, Francie, I know. I'm venting with you guys. I read my letter. My response letter, and it is very nice. It's very nice. But when I get to that hearing, they're going to eat their words by telling me I failed. They're going to eat their crow when I violated my family obligations. I'm going to shove those words so far down their throat, they're going to crap it for breakfast. You hear me? What do you think should be done about these hotbeds of violence in Fort Wayne? I think single parents shouldn't have to work 60 hours a week so they can be home with their kids. I think cell phones should not be given to kids until they graduate from high school. And I am the one that suggested surveillance cameras in the hotbed areas with night vision so we can catch. I mean, not everywhere, but now John Crawford's using my plan in his campaign, which is hilarious. Just in the hotbed areas, and you'd be surprised what happens northwest and northeast. I'll say it seems with respect to developers, with respect to those with the capital, it's socialism for their debt, free enterprise for their profit. Our city revenue is used. Oh, what was it that said? Who said that? FDR is socialism for. There's a saying like that. It's used to foot the debts for these luxury funds that are appropriated for public good. Well, here's the thing: city government is not a social function. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's not a social function. So that's why they're not going to build places for the homeless to help Sally Sigerson out. They're not going to do that because that's social good. They're not going to do that. City government, economic development for the whole city is their function. Economic, infrastructure, that kind of thing. The thing about the GE project, and if you look on YouTube, Jason Arp's channel, he did a full presentation on how the developers, the private developers, are wording things to where they're saying one thing, but they're not having to pay any of it back because they're charging a contractor's fee or some kind of fee equal to the debt, equal to their investment. So it's a wash for them. They have to pay nothing. And so, but Jason Arp has a really good YouTube video on it, and he runs the numbers. He did that just beautifully. Okay. Calmly tell them it's hard not to feel like this is discrimination when you remove the lever. I tell you I'm disabled. No, I ain't doing that. I'm just going to say it's hard not to call you an outright idiot and to tell me I violated something when you were too slack to put it in the file. I didn't even want to play the veteran card, y'all. I didn't want to play my veteran card. I mean, I gave them all the information. I gave them all the information. And then when I checked my application status the other night, I saw, wait a minute, they didn't check the veteran box. So I went and I checked veteran box, disabled, and domestic violence victim. I checked all that out. I mean, check those boxes. I'm like, wait a minute. I asked her, well, Francie, I know they don't want to get hit with housing discrimination, but that's not what this is. If I catch wind of anybody being discriminated against, I will call it out, and everybody knows I will do that. But I'm not gonna dog whistle. Is that what they call it? I'm not gonna dog whistle or false flag, or I'm not gonna shout things using a phrase that's just not applicable in this instance. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna have me a cigarette. And I know you probably don't want to see me smoke, but if we talking, I'm gonna have a cigarette because I'm a nervous wreck right now. So sorry. So anyway, I don't puff that much, but anyway. So don't approach him right, even though you're entitled to. Oh, I'm venting right now. I don't conduct myself in public like I do here on these videos when I get mad. I'm just venting. Yeah. You want to read the letter? Here's what it says. You can screenshot that. Here's what it says. Whose letter you want to read? Mine or theirs? Francie. You want their letter or my letter? All right. Here's my letter to them. It says, Fort Wayne Housing Authority, attention HCVP Intake Department, P.O. Box 13489, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Reference your letter dated April 24th. Required documentation letter, removal from rating list, request for review and hearing. Dear Fort Wayne Housing Authority, on the date of the meeting, April 1st, 2019, the lady that conducted the meeting, whose name I do not know, had long gray hair and was also my intake person, accepted the documentation from me that you are asking for. My number was number 2 at the meeting. After everybody was given a number, so this packet belongs to number 2, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I specifically told them I was number 2. After going through and copying my information, she asked for my savings statement, which I did not have the moment she asked for it. I had given my checking account statement. All other requested information was provided, including substantiation for preference for veteran status, disability status, victim of domestic violence, was all in the packet of information I turned in. While checking my status on your website the other day, I noticed those three boxes were not checked. So I updated my app to include them, all of which you already have the substantial information for. So the mover's calling me to find out what's the deal. Okay. While checking my status on your website the other day, I noticed those 3 boxes weren't checked. So I updated my app to include them, all of which you already have substantiating information for in my file. My Indiana driver's license has a veteran certification stamp on it, and you have a copy now of the front and back for your records proving I am a veteran. After she gave me the paper saying I needed my savings statement, I asked if I could run to PNC Bank real quick to have them print it out. She agreed. I went directly to the South Anthony branch, and the teller printed it out for me. I returned within 15 minutes and handed the savings statement from PNC printed out for me to her directly and specifically asked if we were good with everything she needed then. She responded yes. I asked if I would have a green sticker on my file now. She responded yes. And what the green sticker means is no other information is needed. You have everything you need, which puts you on fast track. She said yes. Because she was in the middle of another interview, likely number 5 or 6, she did not make a copy, and I just gave her the original printout from the bank. It showed my savings statement balance to be 1 penny. Check number 5 or number 6's file. It may have gotten misplaced in their folder. Enclosed, please find my statement for the savings account I just printed off from my bank. I reject that it was not received when asked for and would appreciate an apology from the person who took the information and did not note it or put it in my file. I hereby request an immediate review and that I immediately be put back on the waiting list in the original order I am entitled to, and not the back of the list, as someone who provided you the information you asked for the same day and while the meeting was still underway. I should have had a green sticker on my folder, and by no fault of my own, it was omitted. Again, the lady who was my intake person is the same lady that conducted the meeting that day. She has long gray hair. This is Patty, y'all. Hello? Hey. Yeah. So I've already written a letter, and I've got it ready for them, and I'll just do it Monday morning.
Take it over there, not the mail.
Yeah, I'm gonna
take it over there and physically hand it to them.
And I'm gonna get a receipt for it too. You betcha.
I mean, if they told you you're okay, then you should be okay.
Yeah. I'm doing.
Communicate. They don't communicate between the front and the back. You know how that goes.
Patty, this letter says this. You were requested to provide items, blah, 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 blah. You failed to return the requested items. And then it goes on to say, your failure to act is a violation of your family obligations. Doesn't that wording just piss you off?
Yeah, I know.
I failed my obligations. I violated my obligations. They haven't, and they can't find it. And I'm the one. Oh, Patty.
Right. I know. That's why I'm saying you got to go in.
Yeah.
And you don't have copies of what you did already, do you?
Oh yeah, I got it all. I don't have copies. I got the originals that they copied. All of it.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna cram this down their throats so far they're gonna crap it for breakfast Monday morning.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I'm on YouTube Live, and everybody's saying, "Say hi, Patty."
Hi.
So anyway, I'll call you later after I'm done with this. Okay?
All right.
I need your support.
Oh yeah. All right.
Love you, kiddo.
Okay, love you too.
Bye. That's my BFF. Okay, let me catch up with this. So the letter is perfect. I know. Like I said, when I come to y'all, I'm venting because you guys have been on this journey with me for a year and a half. You know, some of you, few of you, have known me for 20 some years. You know I haven't always been in this kind of position. You know you know who I am. And so when I come here, I'm venting to you. I'm venting. I don't conduct myself in public like this. But this is personal. This is personal. And I'm offended that somebody would say I failed or that I violated my obligation when I didn't. That's another good reason to do videos. If you go back to April 1st. Oh, hey, Patty. Thank you. So go back to April 1st on my YouTube channel. I did a video the day I had that meeting. I told you about her asking for my statement. I told you I went to PNC and gave it to him. I told you everything as it happened that day. And then they come up with this. Y'all. Let's see. You have to jump through all the hoops. Kathy is saying you have to jump through all the hoops, but if you turned everything, they lost it somewhere or didn't do their job. I'm in Ohio and we're different, but hang in there. Thank you. You're not different because housing vouchers are the same in every state. It's a federal program. You will get back on the list. I know I will. Letter's perfect. Thank you. They're terrible people. Don't ever let them get on your skin. They're under my skin. They're under my, I keep forgetting my camera's down here. They're under my skin. Too late. I am nice to them in person. In person. You know. But look, if somebody accuses me of doing something I didn't do, that doesn't require me to be nice. I have to defend myself. I can defend myself in a good way. But this is strong language. This is really strong language in here. I failed. I violated. No, I didn't do either one. You failed and you violated the public trust, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's just, how do people that are weaker than me get through this without wanting to blow their heads off? Because I can tell you what, there are people out there that are on their very last emotion. Some say last nerve. That's not the thing. They're on their very last, you know, they've tried and tried and tried and tried, and they're almost at the end of their rope. And a letter like this would make people end it. They would end themselves with strong language like this when it wasn't their fault. People weaker than me would kill themselves to get a letter like that. I'm telling you. I am telling you the truth. And that's what that makes me even more angry. That they send a letter out with this kind of strong language in it. And then as it turns out, they had the daggone stuff. They had it. I want an apology. That's why I request, I'm giving them a statement again. And I'm asking for that hearing. I want to be in front of the head of Fort Wayne Housing Authority and tell them, with her present, I want to tell them what strong language like this means to some people who are so. I'm going to demand an apology, Francie. You damn straight I am. Absolutely. I'm going to give them, I've already said in my letter, I want an apology. And I want to get back on the list in my original order. I was number 2. Because it ain't my fault. She put it in somebody else's file. But she cannot say she don't remember that. Or I can say, you interview number 5 or number 6, because there was 4 tables set up in the corners, a table set up in the corner of the room. So there was 4 interview stations. I was number 2. So there was 4 people initially. 4 of us got there. So when I left, that means number 5. She either got number 5 or she got number 6. Was next in line. I got back. I got to the bank and back in less than 10, 15 minutes. She was still talking to that person that sat down right after me. So whoever that person was that sat down right after me witnessed me giving her that statement and hearing me say, "Are we good? Do I get a green sticker now?" And her responding yes to both. So I want my original position back. Yes, I do. Kathleen, just saw you were live. Didn't see the letter you wrote. Fighting the system is so frustrating. Because the letter that came today should have been the letter that said, "You've been approved. You've been selected. Come to this next meeting on blah blah blah." And that's the letter should have been the award letter. Let me go back on the comments and see what I can read. I can't get you back. We'll get you back on the list and say, I'll shove it down your throat. I ain't gonna say that to them, Francie. But see, I can do all of that in a very nice way. I can shove it down their throat so far they're gonna crap it for breakfast in the nicest, most polite way you've ever seen in your life. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I don't have to be mean. I can just make them feel so bad. They'll wish they hadn't read that letter. And they'll go, oh, maybe we should put you back on the list. I wouldn't say that anyway, Francie. You're not hearing me. I don't talk like that in public. I don't talk like that when I'm conducting business with anyone. I talk like that between friends. And everybody here, we're friends. I say that between friends. I never talk like that ever in public. Even with my friends in public. If my friends and I go out somewhere publicly, I don't talk like that. I only talk like that in the warm embrace of friendships. Privately. This is private. I know it's a public video, but I'm venting to my friends. And the only people that even know I'm here are the ones that hit the subscribe button and ring that bell to get the notifications. Except for Want. Want somehow found me by searching for Fort Wayne. Millions to buy me a home. I don't need millions. I don't know, because see, if you buy me a home, then I have to pay property taxes. You're not doing me any favors at age 61 being disabled, buying me a home and making me have to pay property taxes. I'm happy to rent. I could drop dead tomorrow. What am I going to do with a house? That just leaves my son with stuff to manage that when I die, just on the offset, he might be a little upset. That just leaves him another thing to have to deal with, and he's disabled. His daughter was murdered. He's got enough. Right now, I can tell you I have taken probably 15 trips to the dumpster with a platform trolley full of boxes out to the garbage and just dumped half my life away just to be able to get this move done. And called my son and said, hey, do you want this? Do you want this? No, Mom, no. We've already talked about it. And are they going to crap the letter on their eggs and toast? No, the letter is very nice, Francie. Come on now. But, I would love to win the lottery, and I would buy 60 of my closest friends a place to stay and give it to Street Reach for the homeless. Yes, I would. See, I would buy it and put it in a neighborhood, a nice neighborhood, where the NIMBY people, they wouldn't have anything to say about it. And then I say, Sally, bring them in. Let's go, girl. Let's get these people at home. That's what I do. But I appreciate it. But if you want to buy me a car, I'm up for that. I need a car. 4-door sedan or small SUV. Anyway, let's see what all this is. Veterans don't have prevalent status over anybody else for housing. That's why I didn't want to play the veteran card. I didn't want to play any of those cards. Things are getting tough here. I mean, when I've only got $60 a month to live on after I pay all my responsibilities, or last month it was $40. You know, it's time to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do something. I mean, I'm not gonna not pay my life insurance because that's only $15,000 for my son to rent a U-Haul to come get my stuff and take it back. It's going to cost him about $8,000 because he's about 2,700 miles away, and it's $1 a mile plus the daily thing plus the insurance. So that's going to be coming out, you know. So he and then I don't have any debt, so lucky for him. But then he's going to have to pay for my earn or whatever. He's supposed to be coming here at the end of the summer to we're going to go make my funeral arrangements, and he's going to be there. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be everything mutually agreed upon, with me taking his considerations into consideration. And so thanks for the thought though. But about getting back to veteran status, veterans don't have that as much pull as people think they do. I didn't want to play the veteran card, but I saw all that those boxes weren't checked. But I am a veteran. Become their favorite client. I don't care if I'm anybody's favorite. I'm just going to be a responsible client that holds them equally responsible under the law. I'm going to get back on the list, apology or not. If they choose not to give me an apology, that's up to them. They can't deny me, especially since I'm a violent, domestic violent victim. They can't deny me if I'm qualified otherwise. They can't deny under the Violent Women, or whatever it's called, the Violence Against Women's Act. Imagine the nasty people they do run across. I've heard some stories that people are mean to the housing people. I don't want to be mean to the housing people. I'm just, don't send me strong language like this when you're the one that screwed it up. And I haven't, at least I'm videoing my experiences. They didn't discriminate. They just misplaced a piece of paper. See, that's taking advantage of the legal system that's already strained to get a lawyer to say stuff that didn't really happen just to make a point. You don't want to put a strain on an already strained situation. Let's see. Let me go back in the. Let's go. Want says it was a pleasant surprise to come across where you keep speaking the truth, keep saying what needs to be said. You have our support. Who's our? Want? Who's our? Y'all more than one? Okay. All right. And then Central Laveau. You'll pay the taxes. Well, if you want to help me out, Central, there's a PayPal link below. Anytime you want to help me out, there's a PayPal link below. And then that's always helpful. Always helpful. So now I'll have to just putz along for however much long time we'll get this squared away. We'll get this squared away on Monday morning, first thing. They don't have too much power. They have too much workload. When I was there that one day, there was 89 people in that room applying. And then that afternoon, they had another session of 89 or more people. And the next day, they said for the next 3 days, they had 2 sessions of full rooms. But her not putting my statement savings in that account, in my file, that's her fault. I mean, my file was right. There's no reason for her not to have done that. So that's all I got to say about that. Who's the other 10 people here? I see a bunch of people. So anyway, I need me a sweet potato and some broccoli. That's what I need. Sweet potato and broccoli. Maybe some Kahlua. But I can't afford that. Anyway, so that's that. Thanks for letting me vent. I've only been on here for like forever. I can't even tell. Wow, I've been here over an hour. Woo! Your feeling that they are overloaded with work is very nice. Well, it ain't a feeling, it's a fact. You know? No, it's using the legal system to make them act right. No, it's not, because they're not discriminating against me. This isn't discrimination. It's slack assery because they lost a piece of paper I gave them. That's what it is. That's slack assery. That's not discrimination. So you don't go rush to go get a lawyer just because somebody's a slack ass when you can tell their boss to his face and have them fired. That's what you can do about that. Or not fired, but reprimanded. Whatever. But that's what it is. Slack assery. That's what it is. That's the snap vegan term for losing your paperwork. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. I'll probably film everything I'm going to do Monday morning. You betcha. You betcha. You betcha. Betcha, 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 betcha. Yes, yes, yes. So first I got to check when they're only in work for like 3 days a week. So I got to make sure they're going to be there. So I'll check their website and find out when they're open, and I will go right away. Right away. And then next Thursday, I take Patty for her colonoscopy. She didn't want to get it done. I'm like, you need to get that done. I've had 4 of those kind of surgeries. Get it done, y'all. Don't put that off. So anyway, that's it for me. I think I'm going to go on Xbox and blow some stuff up. Anyway, love you all. Take good. Let's see. Tip. Any document you ever give them? Yes. Received. Yes. I'm going to get a receipt for these. I absolutely am. You bet, you bet, you bet. Okay? So I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Thanks for letting me vent. Wow, for over an hour. Welcome to my new people, the person named Watt, and Kathleen and Anita and Francie, Centralevo. Let's see, Cathu, Ingle. Let me go back and say thanks to all you guys. I wish my camera wasn't so down there. Let's see. Mary Cat, nice to meet you. Jill Harrison. Thanks to everybody that came, and yes, I'll win. You betcha. I don't know if I hope they put me back in my original order. I hope so. I hope so. So anyway, if not, well, damn it, I'll still be here months later. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, except half packed up. I've ordered some more boxes thanks to Susan the other day. Ordered more U-Haul boxes. So when they get here, I'll be finishing packing up, and I'm just leaving out the stuff I'm going to use. So I'm ready. I'm ready, folks. I'm getting ready for what comes. And the phone that rang, was my movers because they check in on me because I told them I would be hearing sometime this month, and they're waiting for me to book that move. So am I. But anyway, okay. Love you all. If you can help a neighbor today, please do help a neighbor today. One little random act of kindness can sure turn somebody's day around. And we all need that from time to time, don't we? I'd like to thank Susan Stencil for Stencil. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'd like to thank Susan for her kindness, and thank all of you for your love and support. So if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Love you now. Bye.